Hello everybody, this is our second Auto World showcase. The folks over at Round 2 sent over the Series 5, or the Release 5, versions C and D that were a very limited run that we showcased in the last video. In this one, we're going to showcase some more. A brand new series for 2017 that is also very limited. So keep your eyes open for these in your Walmart and Target stores, and definitely online, because they are worth picking up. Now, I introduced Auto World in the last video using Tomica Limited Vintage, saying that these models are some of my favorite. So we're just going to get right to it. This box right here, that's kind of out of camera or out of the shot, is the 2017 Series 1. In fact, I'll just show it to you. Right down below here in the corner, you can see Premium Series 2017 Release 1. This is actually version B. Why don't we look at version A? Version A of the 1969 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Now, notice it says limited edition. There's nothing on top, so it's not a new tool. But here you go. Now, just to refresh your memory, what Auto World does is they will do a series release. In this case, this is 2017 Release 1. They'll do A and B versions, and if they feel inclined, you might see, I'm going to move this Cadillac, they might do C and D versions. What we're going to see today are A and B of the 2017 Series 1. And of course, we are going to open these up. All right, so let's start with the 1969 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Now, I'll put it right here in the camera so you can look at it. This one is silver. And like I have said about Auto World, they're dedicated to quality, to realism, to stock cars. Look at how they did back in the day. And that one is neat. They'll even, if I can open the hood, I'll do it. There's your hood. I'm sorry, there's your engine. I'm going to let that twirl around. So like I said, they do versions A and version B. Nothing limited about either. Well, actually, quite limited, but I'm saying one is not more limited than the other. They've only made 1,672 of these, so that is not a lot considering these are being distributed to Walmarts and Targets and to hobby stores. You can imagine this is not very many. So I have said about Auto World, you might at first go, okay, it's just an old American car. Open one of these up, put them together with other Auto World cars, and I don't think it would be easy to ignore them and to not kind of get into them. They're really, really cool cars. Okay, here is version B, a little sportier. Then version A. Version A is in silver. Version B, blue with these cool stripes, which, knowing Auto World, clearly were stock. You can see all the cool detail. See if I can open up that hood. There's your engine. Take a gander at that one with the silver one in the background. We'll move on to the next car. Some of these are repeats of older versions of older cars. Some of them are new tools or modified tools. This one, version A of the 1970 Chevy Impala. Not to be confused with the other Impala casting. Remember, they put these in boxes and even give you a little measuring stick so you can kind of sense the true 1/64 scale, which is cool because that means you could put this next to another company that is very dedicated to 1/64 scale, like Tomica Limited Vintage, and you can see what back in the day a Corolla would look like. I mean, not necessarily sitting on top of an Impala. You hope that didn't happen, but this is how they'd compare in real life. Isn't that cool? That's one of the fun things about collecting both of these brands. There's your Impala. It's one massive model of a massive car. You were one cool dude if you were rolling in that. Look at that color. And if you didn't like the blue, then you could have gone and picked up this cream colored $5. Coffee with a lot of cream color. So that's what we should call it. Look at the cool wheels. Take a look at that one, and I'm going to move on to the 1964 Pontiac Grand Prix, version A, in a rust color. Again, I don't know, is it just me, but I like looking at the grill of the Impala, and then I'll put that next to the grill of the Grand Prix. Just another, check out the wheels. White interior, again, you're just rolling cool if you're rolling in that thing. And then you'd be mad because your neighbor would then roll up. In this one, you'd be like, oh, mine's still better. But your neighbor's not thinking that. Oh, there you go. So if you don't like the land yachts, if that wasn't your thing, maybe you're a little sportier. New tool, 1971 Dodge Challenger RT. So maybe this is what you rolled up in. Purple. Again, look at the wheels. Look at the detail. Look at the engine. Look at the spoiler. And if you're driving a Dodge Challenger, whether it's now or back in the day, I should open that. Shouldn't open it. There's your version B. These cars had to be bright. These cars had to tell you they were coming. Sound and sight. Again, scale. That's how that measures. A little smaller than the Grand Prix, right? Just a tad. But those were your younger days, right? You drove your Challenger, and then you got a job, and you bought your Impala, and you kind of knew you were rolling right. But then the kiddies came, and you needed a backpack. So you got a 1964 Ford Country Squire. And you were bold in your color choices, huh? What about that? That's your version A. So one of the things I love about my Tomica Limited Vintage and Auto World is do a sports car, but do a wagon. All you die-cast companies, never forget the wagons. Wood paneling, look at that. I mean, how can you not like that? Maybe you didn't like that metallic aqua color. You wanted to hold on to your badassness. Oops, shouldn't open that yet. So you went ahead and went with black. You weren't hiding anything. You weren't fooling anybody. That wood paneling was still there, but come on. After a while, you knew black, whatever color, you knew you were rolling right if you had a wagon. Look at that. I love the contrast there. I can move in. Red interior, black body, wood paneling. Just cool, cool, cool. Okay, last two. These are probably my favorite of this series. And I'm going to go with version B right there, but I'm going to move back. Of the 1963 Dodge Polara Max Wedge 426. They've done the Dodge Polara before, but this one is the Max Wedge. A little bit more of a sportier version. And I saved what I think is the two best for last. So let's look at the white version. The other Polaras didn't have the intakes. Let's see if I can get this engine open. I can't. Maybe I'll try on the other color. This one's plain white, white rims. Sporty car for 1963. And you were cool in that, but come on, this is ridiculous. In black. This may be my favorite Auto World model they've done. I don't know. It can't beat the wagons, but look at the wheels on it. Hubcap on the front, nothing on the back. I've looked this one up, and I can't. Maybe you guys who are a bit more of experts on this can tell me. This was a true, like, is this just a cool thing that they did, or is this something that you saw on these Dodge Polaras? Was the black wheel on the back, the black hubcap, or the black rim, or the black steely? See that? And then the hubcap on the front. Here, we'll put this here. I think this is the coolest model. So I get the look. You can even, if you look inside, I don't know if you can see that hint of red in there. I can see it from where I am. That's a true intake. I can't get it open. I don't want to try and open it because I don't want to scrape the paint. I'm not one to worry about that too much, or opening it up, but there's a red engine in there. I can't do it. See the detail on the bottom. I'll move it up. Let you look at it, but I got a bonus one. Whoop. Now, it looks like the same Dodge Polara. It's the same limited series. It says Dodge Polara Max Wedge 426. Except it's red. This is, if you're not familiar with Auto World, this is an Ultra Red. This is a Auto World Chase model. And I don't know what the percentage is, but if we're talking 1,672 of these, there are sure not a lot of these. And I know that this is the black version, obviously because of the black card and because of the wheels. It has that hubcap and the black steely on the back. This was a gift from a good friend of mine, Jay Coe, who knows I like this model, and found this Ultra Red and sent it to me. So Jay, major thanks. You didn't need to do it, but holy cow, I sure appreciate it. And guess what? We open here, so I'll do it on camera. Everything the same except for that red color, that beautiful, call it Spectre Flame, call it what you want. Here, let's see if I can open the engine on this one. Nope. And I'm not even going to try. Okay, there you go. That is the Spectre Flame Red, Ultra Red Chase Dodge Polara Max Wedge, together with its black compatriot. I'm happy about that one. Okay, these are in stores. Distribution is a little spotty with Auto World, but keep looking for them. You might find them. Walmart, Target. I would say if all else fails, go to eBay. I have seen decent prices on these, and you might be able to find them there. Pick out the ones you want. Hope you like them. It's a cool brand. I'm looking forward to a good 2017 from Auto World, and when I get them, I'll show them. Bye.